Hello, Doctor. We are Group 2. Our group members have Adwa, Adam, Firdaus, and Chunchuwen. Introduction. The service sector is a control part of any modern economy, contributing significantly to GDP, employment, and economic growth. In our presentation, we will explore the strengths, challenges, and opportunities within Malaysia's services sector and compare it with those of Singapore and the Philippines.
Overview of Malaysian service sector. Malaysian service sector is a significant contributor to its economy, accounting for about 56% of the total GDP. Key industries include finance, tourism, healthcare, education, and retail. The government has implemented various initiatives to support and boost this sector, recognizing its vital role in the country economic development. So this is the three example from the different part. So the first one is from the uh, sorry, finance. Second is education, and the third one is from the retail. So for the finance, for example, is Maybank, the largest financial service group in Malaysia, offering a wide range of financial products and services, including banking, insurance, and investment service. Maybank is a major player in the Southeast Asian financial market. So the second one is from education part. For example, is Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia, our university. So one of Malaysia leading university known for its strong emphasis on research, academic excellence, and contribution to the national development. UKM attract a diverse student population and play a significant role in advancing education in Malaysia. So the third one is from the retail services. So for example is 7-Eleven, a major convenience store chain that operate across Malaysia, providing essential goods and services to a wide range of customer. Next is the article that I get from the newspaper online. So it states that the service sector is the largest contributor to the economy, accounting for close to 55% of GDP growth annually. It includes tourism, finance, and information and technology (ICT). The tourism subsector brought in 75 billion revenue in 2023, while the market for ICT service was valued at 121.72 billion, according to the various global database. So this is the proof of what I say earlier, that the service sector is the largest contributor to the economy in Malaysia. So, what is the strength of Malaysia's service sector? The first one is the well-developed infrastructure. Malaysia have robust infrastructure, including transportation, communication, and utilities, which support the service sector. For example, for transportation, we have LRT, commuter, and rapid KL. So the second one is from the government support. There are numerous government policy and incentive aimed at encouraging growth in service industry. The third one is the strategic location. Malaysia location in Southeast Asia make it an attractive hub for trade and tourism. So next is the challenges facing Malaysia service sector. There are challenges. For the first one is the need for more skilled labor. The sector require a higher number of skilled professionals to maintain and improve service quality. The second one is the competition from the other country. So Malaysia face stiff competition from neighboring countries like Singapore and Thailand. The third one is the global economic fluctuation. The sector is sensitive to global economic change, which can impact growth and stability.
Good morning and hi to my fellow friends and Dr. Lai. I am Adam and today I would like to present about the comparison between Malaysia and Singapore service sector. Before I start my presentation, I would like to give a brief introduction between the comparison between Malaysia and Singapore service sector. So, Malaysia is a middle-income country that has transformed itself since the 1970s from a producer of raw material into an emerging multi-sector economy. And in addition, the wholesale and retail trade subsector, food and beverages and accommodation has contributed in improving the performance of service sector in Malaysia in the first quarter of 2024. Meanwhile, Singapore has a highly developed and successful free market economy, and it enjoys a remarkably open and corruption-free environment, and stable prices and a per capita GDP higher than that of most developed countries. So, Singapore is having an improvement in their service sector through the contribution of accommodation, transportation and storage and finance and insurance. And Singapore's service sector is highly developed and contributes about 70% to its GDP. And the key industries include financial services, information technology, tourism and healthcare. Singapore is renowned for its business-friendly environment and advanced infrastructure. Comparing the two, we see that the Malaysia service sector contributes only 56% to GDP, while Singapore contributes 70% to their GDP. And this indicates that Singapore has more substantial reliance and development in this sector. And in both countries, finance and tourism are major industries, which however Singapore has more advanced IT sector and stronger international banking presence compared to Malaysia. And plus, Singapore healthcare services are globally recognized. So, moving on to the strengths and challenges of Singapore. So, the first strength of Singapore is their world-class infrastructure, which is a top-notch comparing to Malaysia. And as Singapore's infrastructure is equipped with efficient public services and cutting-edge technology. And next, moving on to the second point is Singapore's government policies, which are actively promotes innovation and development in their services sector, such as support packages for workers and enterprises from the government, and the Singapore Tourism Board has taken a measure to improve the tourism sector by waiving the license fees for hotels, travel agents and tour guides. And for the last strength of Singapore is their skilled workforce, which Singapore has a highly educated and skilled workforce. And however, the challenges for Singapore is their high cost of living, which can be a barrier for talent and businesses. And this is because property and rental prices that are always on upward trend and increase the cost of health and personal care. And next, Singapore has limited natural resources, which Singapore heavily relies on imports because the scarcity of land. And that's all from me, and I would like to pass to the next presenter.
The services sector in the Philippines plays a crucial role in the country's economy, accounting for approximately 60% of its gross domestic product. So this sector encompasses a variety of industries, with some of the most prominent being business process outsourcing (BPO), tourism, and remittances from the overseas workers. So the BPO industry in particular has become a global leader, drawing a significant foreign investment and providing millions of jobs to Filipinos. So this industry growth is fueled by the country's large English-speaking workforce and relatively low labor costs, making the Philippines an attractive destination for multinational companies seeking out to outsource their operations. The tourism also contributes significantly to the economy, with the country's rich cultural heritage, beautiful beaches, and natural attractions drawing millions of visitors each year. So the tourism sector not only generates direct revenue, but also creates employment opportunities across the various related industries such as hospitality, transportation, and retail. Another vital component for the services sector is the remittances sent by overseas Filipino workers, OFWS. So these remittances are a major source of foreign exchange for the Philippines and play a critical role in supporting domestic consumption and improving the standard of living of many Filipino families. So collectively, These industries underscore the importance of the service sector as a key driver of economic growth and development of the Philippines. The services sector is a major part of the economy for both Philippines and Malaysia. So in the Philippines, it contributes to 60% of their GDP, while in Malaysia it contributes to 56%. Although both countries rely heavily on their service industries, they also focus on different areas. The Philippines is strong in business process outsourcing (BPO) and remittances from the overseas workers, whereas Malaysia's service sector includes finance, tourism, and trade. The Philippines is a global leader in the BPO industry, making it one of the largest in the world. Like Malaysia, tourism is the key industry for the Philippines, attracting many visitors. However, remittances from overseas workers are more crucial to the Philippine economy than in Malaysia, providing significant support to many families and contributing to the country's economic stability. One of the key strengths of the Philippines is its workforce's high proficiency in English, which makes the country particularly attractive for business process outsourcing (BPO) and customer service industries. Additionally, the Philippines has a large young population, providing a consistent and reliable labor force to support this and other growing industries. Another strength of the Philippines is its strategic location in Southeast Asia, which positions the country as a gateway for trade and investment in the region. So this geographical advantage, combined with its strong ties to both Western and Asian markets, enhances its appeal for multinational companies looking to establish a presence in Asia. The main challenges for the Philippines include infrastructure development, which despite ongoing improvements, still falls behind compared to countries like Malaysia and Singapore. Additionally, the country faces occasional political and economic uncertainties, which can impact investor confidence and long-term growth prospects. Another challenge for the Philippines is poverty and income equality, which remain a persistent issues. So despite economic growth, a significant portion of the population still struggles with limited access to basic services, education, and healthcare, which can hinder the country's overall development and social progress. In conclusion, the Philippines presents a compelling mix of strengths and weaknesses that shape its economic landscape. On the positive side, the country benefits from a highly English proficient workforce, which has helped establish it as a global leader in the business process outsourcing BPO industry. So, this linguistic advantage, coupled with a large young population, ensures a steady supply of skilled labor, making the Philippines an attractive destination for multinational companies seeking for a cost-effective operations. Additionally, the country's strategic location in Southeast Asia positions it as a crucial gateway for trade and investment, further enhancing its appeal to global businesses. However, despite these strengths, the Philippines faces significant challenges that could impede its long-term growth. Infrastructure development, while improving, still lags behind the regional peers like Malaysia and Singapore, potentially limiting the country's ability to fully capitalize its economic potential. Political stability is another concern, as occasional economic and political uncertainties can affect investor confidence and disrupt progress. Furthermore, persistent issues such as poverty and income inequality continue to hinder broader social and economic development, leaving many Filipinos without access to essential services and opportunities. Overall, the Philippines stand at a crossroad where it must leverage its strengths while effectively addressing its weaknesses. So by focusing on infrastructure improvements, ensuring political stability, and tackling poverty and inequality, the country can build a more resilient and inclusive economy that maximizes its potential on the global stage.
In conclusion, Malaysia's services sector is a vital part of its economy, with significant potential for growth. By learning from the strengths and challenges of Singapore and the Philippines, Malaysia can enhance its own sector through improved infrastructure, investment in technology, and a focus on education and skills development. Malaysia can learn from Singapore's investment in technology and education to boost its service sector. There are opportunities and for collaboration, especially in finance and healthcare. Malaysia can learn from the Philippines' success in the BPO sector and leverage its own strengths to diversify its service. Collaboration in areas like tourism could be mutually beneficial.